Hi, welcome to the Word of the Week, and I've got a special one for you this week. It's Jonah chapter 2, verse 9, and it says, "But I will sacrifice unto thee with the voice of thanksgiving, and I will pay that I have vowed. Salvation is of the Lord." Jonah had been swallowed by a fish. Clearly in this chapter, this fish is going deeper into the water, and Jonah is getting further and further out of sight from the people that are above the water and on the shore, getting further away from natural help, going in the other direction. Did you ever feel like that? And in the midst of this, Jonah offers up the voice, meaning he used his mouth, and he began to give thanksgiving to the Lord. He wasn't thanking him for being in the fish. He wasn't thanking him that he was living some things in life that wasn't great, and this is how it ended up. He wasn't thanking God for all the things that God did in the past. He was thanking God because this whole verse ends up with salvation, freedom, deliverance, healing. He was thanking God that he was not beyond the sound of God's ears. I'm offering up the voice. He still had hope for a miracle. All natural signs of anybody saving him was gone. And yet he refused to die disappointed or quiet, and he said, I'm going to throw up the voice of thanksgiving, and one thing I know, my God can hear me clear down in the bottom of the sea, inside of a fish. He can hear me. Oh, I can't tell you what that means, to hear a voice that can still rescue you when nothing in the natural seems to be helping. Growing up as a boy, if I could just hear my mother, if I could just hear my grandmother over the telephone, if I could just, those life-shaping security voices, if you could just hear them. When people are on a road with an accident, they just hear the ambulance coming their way. Sound is powerful, especially if it's a sound that's bringing you help. I want to tell you something today. You may seem like you're beyond natural hope and help, that no one has enough money, no one has enough knowledge, no one knows the right people. Let me tell you something. If you'll just begin to thank Him. Thank Him for what? Not for where you are. For where you are may not be a great place. One day you may look back and say, thank you for that. But right now, you don't want to thank Him for that, especially if He didn't create that. You want to say, Lord, I thank you that right now I'm offering up my voice to give you praise, that I am not separated from you. It may feel like it, but you're here in me and you're there, and you hear me beyond the deep, dark place that I'm in right now. And I know that you hear my cry, and I know that you hear my faith, and I know that you hear my need. And I'm thanking you right now that the devil, that the fish, that my circumstances can't block out my sound coming into your ears. I'm looking for a miracle in this late hour. Why? Salvation is of the Lord. That's your word for the week.